Hi, my name's Emmeline and this is my What I Eat in a Day on Slimming World 6 Stone Down. Started the day nice and easy with a chopped up apple and one of these protein pouch yogurts, which is 1.5 sins. For lunch I had a beef salad using some sliced roast beef which was sin free, had that with some carrots and celery, a soft boiled egg and 40 grams of light cheddar for a healthy extra A. Then it was holiday time, so we've been staying in one of these cottages with my family for the last few nights and it's been so nice. We've been doing a lot of communal type tea cooking, so on the Friday night I just had these carrots while I was cooking a few little things to just make sure that I wasn't super hungry going into dinner. And I usually like these sparkling waters. This was sin free but not very nice. We were having an Indian style buffet for tea, so I just had a little half of everything. So I had half a samosa and an onion bhaji. I had one poppadom, which is 1.5 sins, and a teaspoon of mango chutney, which was 1 sin. I then had this chicken curry, which my stepmom made, which is really, really nice, and it's sin-free. And I had some pilau type boiled rice. I'm not sure on the sins on that. I then had 2 of these bars for my healthy extra B. Not much snacking tonight, which is really good news. And I'm not drinking alcohol at the minute, so no boozing. And then it seems like everyone, we were really lucky to get a good look at the Northern Lights, especially because we were away from a lot of the light pollution being at the coast. It was really, really special to see with my family. So I'm ending the day somewhere between about 8 and 10 sins, which I'm really happy with, and I'll see you tomorrow. My name's Emmeline and this is my What I Eat in a Day on Slimming World Holiday Edition. So I actually started this day off with a run. I managed to do 2.4 miles, which I was really proud of. And I was basically just running laps around the holiday complex where we were staying. Then I made myself an omelette using 30 grams of parmesan as a healthy extra A. Had an apple and I did have one of the slices of bacon. I did cut the fat off, but they were cooked within all the fat, so I'm still going to count it as free. Then it was time for the fish and chips. So I had an absolute whopper whale of a fish, and it's only the batter that you actually count as sins, so I'm going to count that as 15 sins. I had a handful of chips off my husband's plate, which I'm going to count as 8 sins, and I had some mushy peas, which is sin-free. We did have a lovely long walk this day, and then I got in the hot tub when we got home, which was nice. Then we had a big buffet-style serve-yourself family dinner. I'd made some harissa-style couscous and chicken salad and a rocket and parmesan salad, which I had plenty of. Had one of these drumsticks, which took the skin off, so that should be sin-free. And I had some of this beetroot salad, which was sin-free. I had a corn on a cob. I also had a bao bun, which are 2.5 sins, and some pork belly, which was probably about 5 sins. So it could have been a lot worse because there was lots of lovely, delicious things on the table. However, I'm pretty pleased with what I ate, and I feel like I stayed true to myself in that I didn't go crazy, but I had a little bit of what I wanted. Then we sat and watched Eurovision. Oh my gosh, it was a little bit crazy. Had one of these Maltesers, which is 1 sin, and I finished off my day with 2 of these bars as my healthy extra B. So I reckon that I'm ending on around 31 sins, which I'm fairly happy with, and I'll see you tomorrow. My name's Emmeline, and this is my What I Eat in a Day on Slimming World Holiday Edition. So I started off with my breakfast. I had a hash brown, which was 2.5 sins, a sausage, which was 3 sins, quite steep, and then I had bacon, which I removed the fat off, some beans, and a poached egg, which are all sin-free. We then had a lovely morning down at the beach. It was actually really nice to be able to play games and run around with my little boy and nephew, a lot more than I could have done in the past when I was a lot more unhealthy. I put a little bag of snacks in my bag, which just had some carrot and celery to just keep me going until lunchtime. There was lots of snacks going around, specifically hot donuts, and I actually don't like them anyway, but I think if I was starving I'd have been tempted to try one, and I'm sure they're quite a lot of sins. When we got back, I made this sliced beef salad with some carrots and celery, some roast beef slices, which are all sin-free, and I had this beetroot salad. This is sin-free, it's from Asda, and it's actually really, really nice. I'm not a massive fan of beetroot, but a lot of people had asked me where I got it from. And I was actually on lifeguard duty, so I sat and ate this while I was chatting to the boys while they were having the best time ever. Sadly, it was home time, and on the way home, I took a little bit of my hubby's rock. I'm going to count that as 2 sins. For tea, I had this Slimming World style pot noodle, had 2 of the Iceland salt and chilli skewers, which are 1/2 sin each, a soft boiled egg, some noodles, carrots, corn in there, and I had the tiniest little teaspoon of gochujang and some miso, which I'm going to count as 1/2 sin. Then I finish off my day with 2 of these bars as my healthy extra B. So that's rounding the day on 9 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my What I Eat in a Day on Slimming World. Started off with some apple, raspberry, strawberry and some Greek yoghurt. So it's lunchtime. I had to nip to Aldi to get a few bits to eat because the fridge was empty after the weekend away. Excuse the washing machine in the background. So I thought I'd get one of these duck and chicken sushi, which is 1.5 sins. I definitely had to get some soy sauce because we all know them little fishes is not enough, but I didn't think that'd be enough to film it, and I do want to go to the gym later, so I also just chopped up some carrot and celery, that I can just munch on this afternoon while I'm getting some work done, and I've got a soft-boiled egg as well. So that's dinner. So this is what it looked like all together. I also had one of these Aqua Libra, like a sparkling water. I thought they'd taste really nice, but they definitely didn't. I got them from Asda, and I got 4, so I had to keep drinking them until they're all gone. I had a little snack in the afternoon, 2 of these cheeses, which is a healthy extra A. Then I was supposed to go to the gym, however I didn't make it, so I ended up doing a run on the treadmill. I was really happy that I managed to do 25 minutes worth of running, and I was a proper sweaty mess. For tea, I really fancied smash burgers, but these just didn't quite cut it. I have made them really nice before. I used just 5% fat mince, salt and pepper, and some stock. I had 3 of these cheese slices, which is a healthy extra A. I had that with 2 of these waffle hash browns, which are 1 sin each. Had about a third of a tin of the spaghetti, which is half a sin. And I had some carrot and celery on the side for a bit of speed. Definitely not my most glamorous meal, however I never claimed to be a chef on this page. After tea I had one of these light and free toffee yogurts, which are just half a sin each. These are actually really quite nice. And I had 2 of these bars for a healthy extra B. So I'm ending the day on 4.5 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. Started off with some apple, raspberry, strawberry and Greek yoghurt. So I've been out and about in my car doing some visits, and I just really fancied something to eat, so I got some of these fridge raiders. The one's saying there's probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7 little chickeny bite things in here, but they'll do to keep me going until I get for lunch. Bye. I met my friend for a quick bite to eat before we had a joint meeting together, so that was really nice to have a quick catch up. This is the comfort bowl from the Pie Shed, and it's really tasty. I had one of these cheese, which is 20 grams of our lightest cheddar, which is half of a healthy extra A. And I had some of this shredded ham hock from Sainsbury's, which is half a sin. For tea, I had lasagna soup that I'd had in the freezer and just reheated. And I had one of these garlic breads. A full one was 4 sins, so I chopped it in half, gave half to my husband, so I just had 2 sins. Then I went to the cinema. I was watching the live broadcast of the Help I Sexted My Boss podcast show that they were doing at the London Palladium. It was really, really good. And I decided to take some treats with me. So I had 2 of my bars for a healthy extra A. And I had one of these Skinny Whip minis, which are 4 sins and really, really nice. When I went to pick my little boy up from my mum, she'd given him half a chocolate bar and sent me home with the other half. So, of course, I took it to the cinema. If anyone sees him, don't tell him it's chocolate. It was one of the Marvellous Creation type Cadbury's bars, which are my absolute favourite, and it was 6.5 cents for a half. Then when I got home, I had another one of these mild cheddar sticks, which is half a healthy extra A. So I'm finishing off my day on 12 sins, and look at this little poochie. He was really, really cuddly tonight. See you tomorrow. My name is Emmeline, and this is my what I eat in a day, 6 stone down on Slimming World. Started off my day with some apple, raspberry, strawberry and some Greek yoghurt. I had one of these cheeses, which is half of a healthy extra A. I was out and about longer than expected, so decided to have a Subway. To be honest, this was the most depressing little salad I've ever had for £5.29. So I got the one with all the salami and that sort of stuff on, and they just weren't much there. I sort of said to her what I wanted, and she added the tiniest bit of lettuce, and I thought, for £5.29, absolute rip-off. I'm going to count it as 5 sins, mainly for the bit of sauce that I had and the bit of deli meat. So as expected, when I got home, I was still absolutely starving. I had one of these Snacker Jacks, which is 2 sins, and then I just thought, sod it, and made a whole new dinner for myself. So I had 2 of these chicken drumsticks, some carrot and celery, a soft-boiled egg, and I had 2 of these cheeses, which is part of a healthy extra A. I wanted something that felt like quite a nice treat for tea. I know there's not much speed on this plate, but I cooked myself this chicken fried rice. It was all sin-free, except for the half a sin that I used for some sriracha, and it was absolutely delicious. So I've just had my tea. I was supposed to go to the gym, but I'm not going. I've just run out of energy today. And so I thought I'm going to sit and put my feet up because I feel like I haven't done that all week. I'm going to have one of these, the Majestic Vienna mini things. I got these from Iceland, the 4 sins. I think that's a blooming good ice cream, that. I then finished off my day with 2 of these bars for a healthy extra B. So I'm ending the day on 11 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World, 6 stone down. So you might know I've been trying to make Thursday mornings easier for myself, so I got one of these protein on the pouch yogurt drinks from Aldi, which is 1.5 sins, and an apple. Then I took a chicken drumstick salad, so there is actually 2 drumsticks under there, they're just hidden. There's some carrot and celery, 3 Baby Bell Lights, which is a healthy extra A, and a soft-boiled egg. I ended up being super hungry this day, so I ended up stopping and getting a Happy Meal. So a small fries is 7 sins, chicken nuggets are 1.5 sins each, so 13 sins, not the worst. However, I could think of much better ways to spend 13 sins, to be quite honest. Then I got my butt to the gym. I managed to do 30 minutes on the treadmill. 26 of that was running, so I was really pleased with that. And I was a sweaty mess. Absolute sweaty mess. That's a good thing. I saw these prawns at Aldi the other day and thought they were really nice, and they actually were. So there were 3 sins for the whole bag. I just used half, and I put that with some pad thai style noodles. I just used half a sin of the Crucial sriracha sauce on top, but really delicious meal, quite filling. And then, as if the Happy Meal wasn't enough, I ended up having one of these Vienna bars, which are 4 sins. I got them from Iceland. They're really, really nice though. I then had 2 of these bars from Healthy Extra B. So I'm finishing my day on 20.5 sins, and I'll see you tomorrow.